And welcome one and all. This is the NPA National Semifinal number 2. We've got quite the matchup scheduled for you today here in beautiful Sheridan College in Brampton, Ontario. Edge School out of Calgary, Alberta, taking on Canada Topflight Academy out of Ottawa, Ontario, with a trip to the NPA National Championship game on the line. My name is Ryan Greco, taking care of your play-by-play, joined by Carlin Gay on color. And Carlin, what a matchup this is going to be.
Absolutely, and shout out first of all to both these two teams coming outside of Toronto, proving that there's great basketball being played outside of the six, so to speak. The capital has CTA, the #1 ranked team in this tournament, 2-time national champions, looking to try and three-peat here. And Edge, a team that played them tough back in February, representing the western side of Canada, trying to prove that they're coming to the east and they could ball themselves.
Absolutely, as Edge now gets it off going early with Fofo Adetogan unable to knock down that shot. Stajic now bringing it up for CTA. The energy in this gym is electric right now as Stajic finishes, and you can hear the CTA bench. This is really one of their monikers. They get up and off, but Manyang Tong with the response.
How about
on
that?
The other end.
Springy. Looked like a pogo stick jumping up and flushing that one.
Shot goes up. A little bit strong, but Stajic comes down with the long rebound. Gets by Tong, tries to get it inside, but Tong comes up with it. Right back to Stajic, however. Can't get it to go, and it's going to be a foul on CTA. I believe it was Teslock Luke. Nope, that's going to be on number 3 for CTA. That there, Ali White.
Yeah, Ali White picking up the foul there. You mentioned the energy earlier on, Ryan. We can feel it. Both teams want to get up and down the floor. We know what CTA is going to do. It's not going to be anything flashy. It's not going to be pretty. They're going to come out and execute. For Edge, CTA is not going to beat themselves. Edge is going to have to go and beat them.
Here's Tong now, guarded by Luke. That's going to be one heck of a matchup to watch throughout this game.
It's tantalizing, isn't it?
Yep. Nice look inside here. Kick out. Out of Faloran, out of Togan. Up. Can't finish. But teammate right there misses the left-hand layup, and Ali White with the rebound. Stajic on the fast break to Luke. Luke kicks it out. One more. Chidari now. Just rims out as Fofo Adetogan comes down with it.
Chidari, we know he can shoot in warm-ups. He was throwing down some filthy stuff. He can also get off the floor.
Adetogan probably the most athletic player in the NPA.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an understatement.
No,
we've got some amazing athletes here, but when you see Adetogan when he's going full speed, it's something incredible to watch. As Stajic with the behind the back move there. Here comes CTA on the inside. Oh, nice finish there by the big man. Give that one to #1 Enoch Kalambe.
Kalambe, great body control in the air that time to finish with his left hand.
Alan Spoonhunter for 3, no good. He struggled a little bit from behind the arc yesterday. We'll see if he can wake up a little bit here. Gets it over White to Stajic. Stajic now to Luke. Luke, oh, nice behind the back there. Can't lose the defender though. Stajic kicks it out. Wide open look there. No good. And a real battle happening under the basket. And here we go. One of the most talked about young guys in the NPA right now, Xavier Spencer, about to enter into the game.
6'2" guy, class of 2023. We just saw another class of 2023 guy punch his ticket on the way to the finals in Crestwood, and you're talking about Elijah Fisher. Well, all the praise that I gave Elijah Fisher in the broadcast before, expect that me talking about Xavier Spencer in the same way.
Yeah, he is definitely a talent. Big factor as to why Edge was able to make it through this semifinal game to get here. When most of Edge's offense was struggling, it was Spencer that picked up the slack, especially in the second half for Edge. Here's Spoonhunter for 3. Steps back. I like it. Just wide left, though.
Spencer making his presence felt already. They had no chance of getting that rebound. Should have had no chance. And he was able to draw the jump ball by tying the ball up.
Yeah, he completely was phased out, but just did not give up. But it's going to be a CTA ball. The referee wants to know what the possession is. And it's going to be CTA now.
Because Edge won the tip, so it should have been CTA possession arrow. I think the arrow was the wrong way. That's why I was confusing the referees.
The zone defense, in effect, a box and one for, that's kind of shifted back into a 3-2 now. It still stays a box and one. Luke for three, no good. Oh my goodness, spoke too soon. Here's Chidari. Stajic for three now off the turnover, can't make it. Spoon Hunter loses it, and right in the bucket. And CTA off and running in the beginning here, up 13-6, forcing an Edge timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This camp is just the beginning for these girls, who will now be tracked throughout their high school years and given valuable information they need to make informed decisions about their future.
You get athletes to be able to recognize and see the programs that are available, and you get these programs to see the raw talent. Being able to track someone's progress as young as grade 9, you see potential. So you want to track her progress. You want to see how is she improving, how is she getting better. We're giving that exposure as young as grade 7. And now, you track how they are at the second showcase. It just increasingly had exponential development. And now we're showcasing their talent to a list of schools, and now they see what we have and who is in our database.
All right, we'd like to welcome everyone back here. Take a quick look at one of our NPA Power performers, and of course, Teslock Luke Carlin. You saw just right there, picking up the slack, finishing under the rim. What are some of your thoughts on this young man?
I mean, what can't he do? You see some of the highlights here, and we'll talk over it. You see the ability to finish with both hands. That's the offhand that time. The body control, able to take contact. And what you really like about him is that motor. It's high motor. A lot of his stuff gets done, in the paint. He's in there getting offensive rebounds. He's not afraid of the tall trees down low, and he also has a perimeter game to go along with it. Really a star in this league, and one of the reasons why CTA is the number one ranked team in the NPA.
Oh, big throw down there by Edge. Give that one to number 10, Don Duncan. Living up to his name on that one.
No question about it. And a good job of breaking that press and making CTA pay with authority.
And Edge, I mean, they are one. This is where we're getting into it now, though, Carlin. The semifinals, none of these teams are going to be lacking on ability, on size, on athleticism. We're going to be in for a treat in this one.
No question about it.
As the three ball gets knocked down, and here comes Edge on the other end. Adetogan going to go up himself, takes the contact, can't finish. A great job by the CTA defense there to stand straight up and take the full body hit. There's one of those things you wanted to bring up about Teslock Luke very quickly. Him and a lot of the players on this CTA team, they play the game with such joy and such happiness when they're working their tails off. And as Luke knocks it down right on cue, and you can see him right there, he's already got a big smile on his face.
It's a total team environment, total team atmosphere. 1 through 12, they enjoy each other's points.
Oh, nice steal there by Spoon Hunter. Spoon Hunter opts to give it up. Back to Adetogan.
Yeah, slow it down and get a shot here. I mean, they weren't really sure. Run a set.
Here's Duncan.
Get a look.
Pick out. Spoon Hunter going to take it in. Nice finish there by the young man.
He knows the jump shot hasn't been falling for him so far in this game, so what does he do? Raises his eyebrows, gets his man in the air, and takes it right to the rack.
Chidari for three in the corner. They're not going to call any contact as Duncan gets the rebound. Adetogan brings it up to Spoon Hunter. Spoon Hunter now, guarded by Stajic. Adetogan. Duncan, guarded by Chidari. Now the double team comes. Adetogan gets by, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on, the foul's on Kalambe. Gets caught with the reach in there. We've got almost a whole line change here coming back into the game here for Edge. We've got number 11, Brecky Davis. We've got number 24, Noah Leto, making his first appearance. Also number 13, Imudu Ibrahim. Here's Spencer.
Guys in there. It felt like a hockey line shift change there.
It did, and Spencer, my goodness, they used to seeing that move. He's so confident in the post. It's uncanny for a kid his age to be that confident with that kind of footwork in the post.
And it'll only get better, as we mentioned, class of 2023. He's very young, playing at high level here, and representing Edge very well.
Inbound, Luke gets it to Colombe, who's guarded by Spencer now. Colombe goes by his defender, and there's going to be a foul, the reach-in called on Spencer. I believe that's 2 fouls on him now. He's going to have to be careful because whether coaching staff maybe likes it or not, Spencer is going to have to be one of those guys to really get going here.
Oh no, you don't want to see this.
And this time it's Leto. Another 2 quick fouls.
And you don't want this to become a free throw contest or a lot of whistles, so Edge is going to have to adjust to the whistle.
And there's another foul. Substitution in for CTA, Cedric Mbiaba.
That one was a legal screen.
Oh, nice find back to Spencer. Spencer gets it up there. Loses a handle on it, however. And it's going to be CTA ball once again. A flurry of turnovers here in this first quarter. 3:36 remaining. Stajic with Spoon Hunter guarding him.
This is another matchup that we're anticipating in this game.
Stajic in, misses. Rebound Edge, off and running, but once again another turnover on Edge.
And again, we said it off the top, CTA is not going to beat themselves. So Edge is really going to have to take advantage of these opportunities that they're being given at the moment.
Number 23, Ben Gilbert, into the game for Edge. Of course, Edge in the black, CTA in the red. As Davis gets it into Adetogan. As the play's called, works off a screen, Adetogan kicks it out. Gilbert back to Adetogan. Davis gets it in now. Here's Duncan, or excuse me, Ibrahim.
Nice
Ibrahim
shot.
goes up. Nice finish there by Amudu Ibrahim.
Using the pump fake, getting his man in the air and calmly knocks down to 2.
Stajic, Colombe for 3. The lefty is nothing but net.
I'll tell you what, if CTA is knocking down the 3 ball, it's going to be a long night for Edge.
Trap in the corner here now. They got to be careful, get it over. Gilbert just gets it over in time. Davis loses a handle, goes up, but is rewarded with his efforts with a trip to the line.
Wasn't pretty, but effective in getting to the line the hard way.
Absolutely.
Pace of the game, I think it favors the CTA a little bit when it goes up in the track because they just have that much talent and also depth. You know, talk about a very deep team. We just saw Crestwood with a lot of depth. CTA has that and more. It's going to be interesting to see how Edge responds, but they did, as we talked about it as well back in February, they did play CTA tough and well. So their game, they know they can be in the game with these guys. They're not afraid of the moment. They're not afraid of the #1 rank that CTA is carrying.
6-point lead for CTA at this point. And you know, it's interesting though, you see the teams that have success in this league, Carlin, is to your point, you know, they know how to control the ball in a full sprint. They know how to get out and run, and they know where everyone needs to be. And it's not chaotic for them because that's what they practice at. They practice at that level, at that speed.
Yep.
And as there's a traveling call there though, and to be able to play at that level though requires a lot of discipline and a lot of cohesion because there's so many moving parts at once.
No doubt, and that's the reason why some of the best coaches at the high school level are coaching in this league right now, and you're seeing the product on the floor that they're producing.
Davis gets tripped up, misses the shot. Stajic coming down, and once again off and running, head up, seeing what he can get. Luke, wide open, lets it fly, knocks it down. Teslock Luke, what a shot.
It's a big-time player right there. It's a big-time kid, and really the spark plug for this CTA team.
Here's a find over in the corner. Gilbert, Adetogan. Here's Davis. Davis gets it inside now. Ibrahim, nice patience there, but just rolls out, and Luke comes down with the rebound. Shot goes up. Colombe, no good. Tong with the rebound. Here comes Edge. Edge kicks it over to Davis. Davis coughs it up to Colombe. And Colombe gonna go take it himself. Can't finish though, and it's going to be CTA ball as two black shirts were fighting over the same ball.
Again, both teams making some subs here, not afraid to use their bench.
Deep rosters, as you said.
Yeah, and the pace, if you're enjoying it at home, expect this to be throughout all 4 quarters.
Also into the game for edge number 32, Aaron Lloyd. Also substituting in number 11 for CTA, Sam Dyke. And Spoon Hunter, nice steal there. He's off and running. He's got Tong in the fast break, and Tong goes up and fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Great decision there by Spoon Hunter to get it to his slightly more athletic teammate who has a little bit more experience and enjoyment driving to the basket.
Yeah, you see the ability to slash by Tong 2019. You know, 6'5", long, athletic.
He's been a real joy to watch in these nationals. Yesterday putting on a show in the fast break.
Important minute 18 left in this quarter. I'm going to harp on it all tournament long and talk about it even tomorrow during the championships. You always want to close quarters well. Those last 2 minutes of the quarter, you treat them like a 2-minute warning and really try to outscore the other team.
Well, nice steal there by Stajic after a steal from edge. Oh, wide open 3. Knocks, doesn't get the kind roll. Adetogan comes down with it. To Spoon Hunter. Chidari, number 0, back into the game here for CTA. Lloyd, Tong, Spoon Hunter. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tong, gonna go up and under. Nice. Great job.
Great footwork inside by Tong. Talked about his athleticism, but that was grace.
Adetogan off the turnover to Spoon Hunter, kicks it back. Adetogan thinks about it. Spoon Hunter now thinking about it, gets by his defender. Wide open for Tong, rims out, and it's going to be a foul on.
Stays on this end.
Is that? I think that's on Duncan.
Dion Duncan actually drew the foul. He'll go to the line, it's just him being able to outwork everybody. Oh, he caught. You were right. Sorry, Ryan. You were right about that. I thought he drew the foul. He was between 2 reds, and it looked like he got held trying to grab that rebound. But
I literally, the thing that kind of sold it for me was just his body language when he was walking away. He looked pretty upset. So
should have been at the line, but what do I know?
A lot. You know a lot, Carlin. Come on now. Stajic gets by his defender, up and in, and what a finish by Dragan Stajic.
That was tough.
8 seconds on the game clock. Lloyd, Spoon Hunter, 5 seconds. Adetogan gets set, lets it fly, no good. And that's going to do it for this first quarter. A very entertaining first quarter, I must say. With that being said, though, we will be right back after these messages, but always please keep in mind that this quarter of basketball has been brought to you by Indochino, the official suit maker of the National Preparatory Association. Indochino, custom-made suits made to measure. We'll be right back after this.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. And strengthen your recruiting status with a direct video for coaches and scouts. Available at all NPH covered and hosted events nationwide. Email m.dotto@northpolehoops.com for any inquiries and special filming requests. Exposure starts here.
And that's invaluable to show these girls that we are here for them and we want to showcase them.
And we'd like to welcome everyone back here. NPA Nationals semifinal action. Edge School out of Calgary, Alberta, taking on CTA out of Ottawa, Ontario. Carlin, some of your thoughts on what you saw in that first quarter?
Well, it was CTA doing what they do best. Nothing flashy, no frills. They just come out and handle their business and getting the lead. Edge, though, within striking distance. I like that they're not afraid of the moment. They realize the task at hand, and they know they have an opportunity to compete for a national championship.
And into the game for CTA, a young man that's been getting a ton of attention from college coaches, number 35, Muhan Reith.
Yeah, Muhan Reith is a stud, to put it quite frank. A guy who's long, athletic, can do it all. Class of 2021. Coaches are salivating to have him walk on their campus.
Well, this was a guy, quick story, first time I ever got introduced to Muhan Reith was the NPA Nationals last year. I was in the crowd watching this game between GTA Prep, and all the conversation was about AJ Lawson and how he was heading off to South Carolina. And in that game, a 10th grader by the name of Muhan Reith took him on and effectively shut him down.
Yeah, and AJ Lawson's a high major, high major guy, and the guy that there's NBA whispers about, so that goes to show. And Muhan Reith is no joke.
Absolutely not. As out of bounds call here, it's going to be CTA basketball. They lead by 10 with 9:01 to go here in the second quarter. Winner of this matchup will face Crestwood Prep in the NPA National Championship. CTA trying to complete the three-peat, having won the first two NPA National titles. And they make a point to let everyone know about it at any session that they go to. You see them bringing the trophy everywhere they go.
As they should, be proud of what's been accomplished. See Coach Tony House rocking the championship ring. I saw the bling earlier on, complimented it. He wants to add another one. They're hungry for a third in a row.
Absolutely. As Stajic now guarded by Spoonhunter. Edge, on the other hand, trying to make their first ever appearance. This is already... Oh, nice bucket there by Chidari. And one. As they're saying, Edge trying to make their first ever appearance in the NPA National Championship game. I'm sure they've got plenty to be proud of already, making it to the Final Four.
Let me tell you something about Edge. I know they're from Calgary, but being able to represent Western Canada as a whole here at the national championships is huge. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. Credit to them and their program and their coaching staff. I know Adam Buffin's done a good job all season long, really preparing these guys for each and every single game.
As makes good on the free throw, makes it 32-19 as Men Yang Tong now brings it up for Edge. Here's Davis kicking it out to Adetogan, who throws it up. And he gets the kind bounce off the backboard.
Well, it's still convenient banking hours on the West Coast. He hasn't adjusted his body clock. 7 p.m. here, 7:30 I should say here on the East. But West Coast time, banks is still open. He got it done.
And Kit Chidari gets it over to Sam Dyke. Reith to Chidari, wide open three, just rims out. You could see Chidari was trying to concentrate it all the way in, staring that rim down. Edge now on the other end. Adetogan, he's going to shoot it again, and this time nothing but net.
How about that? Those are two big threes that they needed. A 6-0 run quickly. They got to stop here. We now have a game.
Adefalarin Adetogan getting it done. Men Yang Tong now guarding Chidari. Chidari in the corner. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Chidari brings it up. Nice shot there.
Chidari makes it tough too, but I want to credit Edge for that defensive possession. They were scrambling. The help was there. Everything was there. Chidari just made a nice offensive play.
Chidari showing off the IQ there, getting himself into a higher percentage shot. Adetogan's going to let it fly again. My goodness. Fofo Adetogan.
He better calm down. He might set the sprinkler off in this gym. Red hot from three. That's 3 in a row.
Can they get the stop now? This is Kalambe to Reith. Reith, Chidari, almost over his head, but he gets it back. Reith for three. No good. Rebound Spoonhunter. Tong, he's going to bring it up now.
Give him the ball. Give 5 in black the ball. He wants it.
There we go. Kicks it back to Tong. Tong gets it to Adetogan from deep. No good. Big rebound for Edge though. Kicks it back out. Spoonhunter now for 3. Knocks it down. Alan Spoonhunter, the backcourt and Edge has woken up.
This is what we came to see, Ryan. This is semifinal best. This is NPA Nationals. Rise your game. Game speaks, as they say at North Pole Hoops.
Enoch Kalambe now. Kalambe. Defense is set up. Kalambe, nice spin move there, but they're going to call the charge on Kalambe. And momentum has effectively swung over. And we're going to have a timeout for Edge as they want to talk things over to get themselves back in. And we want to just have a quick look here at one of our Hunter.
Well, he just knocked down that last 3-pointer, hasn't been able to find the stroke, but here we go now. This is what's going to keep Edge into the game, and you see some of the highlights. Long ball, bang, knocking it down. You're going to see a lot of that if he's able to get it going. This is going to push Edge over the top here today. I mean, a lot of threes there. I mean, it's Steph Curry, Klay Thompson-esque. There's no range right there, no conscience. He walks into the gym, he's in range. And then he could also take it to the rack. We haven't seen that yet in this game, but the potential of him doing that is there. You know, this is a guy who I really and truly think has the skills that could play at the next level. And one of the most important skills he has is that he can flat out shoot the ball. That, you know, you can't teach that.
That translates at any level. Alan Spoonhunter, of course, a proud Aboriginal athlete, arguably could go down as one of the best Aboriginal Canadian high school players of all time. I think that's a fair assessment. He comes from a basketball family. His father, of course, played a little JUCO down in the United States. You know, a very, very fascinating life he's lived up until this point. And he's got an opportunity to go much, much farther with this Edge school. And we'll just see what else he can pull together here in this game.
No question about it.
Here's Spencer inside.
Nice.
With Luke on him, but it doesn't matter because Xavier Spencer loves the post. Chidari. Kalambe. Kicks it over to the corner. Shot goes up. Nothing but net. Give it to number 8, Wilson Dubinsky. What a shot that was.
That was a big 3. CTA needed that one to calm this momentum down. That was an 11-0 run for Edge.
Davis. Spencer. Davis now. Spoonhunter with Chidari on him. The two sharpshooters matching up. Oh, into Spencer, moving off the ball. Can't finish it, but Tong comes down with it, and they're going to call a foul on Menyang Tong for going over the back.
Call was a little late as well.
CTA already had possession.
Yeah.
And Adetogan coming back into this game. And he's taking out Menyang. With 4:44 to go here in the second quarter. Stajic bringing it up now. He's guarded by Spoonhunter. Crossover. Chidari, guarded by Lloyd. Chidari, step back, no good. Spencer, big rebound there to Davis. Here's Davis on the fast break. Loses a handle on it, though, to Dubinsky. And Dubinsky now coming with his head up. Chidari, Luke, Chidari, Stajic. Shot goes up, Kalambe for 3. Can't get the roll. Luke tries to come down. Spoonhunter with the rebound. Gets it over to Spencer. Spencer to Adetogan. Adetogan now going to go up himself, going to get the foul.
It's a block, yep.
Yep, and Adetogan using that big body presence he has, going to the rim.
And I like the fact that he's not settling for the three-point jump shot. You know, he knocked 3 down in a row, but still keeping in mind that he can get to the rack and get it the old-fashioned way as well.
I saw 3, so I tripped out for a second.
Out of the 4 and Adetogan. I think I said that right. Out of Falarin, Adetogan. Getting my my language skills down, ready for this summer.
You know, kid from Regina, 2019 class.
Oh yeah, Saskatchewan can ball. Between these guys, Spoonhunter Adatogan and the entire team over at Saskatoon Basketball Academy, they are proving that Saskatchewan is a province on the rise, and they're going to need to be taken seriously.
No question about it. That's a province also that's going to have pro ball this summer with the Canadian Elite Basketball League starting up there. I've heard rumors that ticket sales are doing really well in that market, and there's no surprise because they love their sports there.
Lloyd, shot goes up as time expires, no good. Stajic comes down with it. CTA with a good defensive set there. Shot goes up for Stajic, rims out, but Luke coming up with it. Chidari guarded by Lloyd, works off the crossover, but Spencer coming up with it. Here's Spencer now on the fast break to Lloyd. Lloyd with Luke on him. Saves himself from almost a travel there as Davis gets it over to Adatogan. Adatogan now, gonna do it himself, up and in, can't finish. Lloyd comes down, just rolls out, and all the bodies are hitting the floor here as Teslock Luke coming down the other way. Luke tries to go up, loses his balance, and that is going to be out of bounds. I believe it should be edge ball.
No, it's staying on this end. There's been a lot of contact in the last two possessions.
There has.
No whistle has been blown.
I'm curious as to how that's CTA's ball, though. Luke clearly fell, had his last hand on the ball, but they're going to call it CTA ball anyway. And there's going to be a timeout, and we're going to take a quick timeout as well. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back here at the NPA Nationals.
Sean. My name is Ian.
I'm Taylor.
My name is Owen, and I am 9.5 years old.
So Owen was born with a rare genetic disorder called Escobar syndrome.
He's had 33 surgeries to date.
I love video games, my friends, my family, and again video games.
It's his way of interacting with his friends when he can't physically otherwise do it.
What I like about the adaptive controller is now everyone can play. You can just say, all right, that's that button, that's that button, that's that button. Perfect.
One of the biggest fears early on is, how will Owen be viewed by the other kids? He's not different when he plays.
No matter how your body is or how fast you are, you can play. It's a really good thing to have in this world.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue.
And we'd like to welcome everyone back here. NPA Nationals semifinal action happening. CTA Academy taking on Edge School. Edge out of Calgary, Alberta, taking on Canada Topflight out of Ottawa, Ontario. Got my names mixed up there.
Just call them the champs because that's what they are, and they're looking to defend that title.
Here's Reith.
Ooh.
And there's going to be offensive foul on Reith.
That's a tough call because you want the offensive player to have some space to do something, but you can't have him swinging elbows wildly either.
Tong did a great job of staying in close without drawing a foul. Spoon Hunter for three now. No good. Tong comes up and finishes, and he lets them know about it.
He's having himself a big-time game on the offensive glass. And Edge right in this game.
They are. Here's Stajic now to Kalambe. And Kalambe up and in. Nice finish there. Despite all of the runs from Edge and fantastic play, CTA is still in the lead here. Adatogan in the corner. Kicks it out. Spoon Hunter. One more. Adatogan thinks about it. He's going to bring it back.
Very smart.
Oh, nice find inside here. Big man. See if he can go up. He's got a clean look at the rim and gets the kind roll. Give that one to number 13, Imudu Ibrahim.
Ibrahim has great footwork inside.
And we're going to call a jump ball. Great call by the referee there. That one's going to, as Ali White was trying to go to the basket. And it was Don Duncan there.
Yeah, Duncan and Ibrahim double teamed that time and did a good job of stopping that attempt at the rim.
Here's Reith. Stajic. Kalambe. Kicks it back out. Reith for three. Knocks Takes it. Nope. Spoke too soon. As Stajic getting way up there. And even Tong was sitting there giving him a little pat going. Nice job.
Yeah.
It's not very often anyone out-jumps Manyang Tong.
I was going to say, if you're out-jumping Tong and he's congratulating you, you got up there. You got in the air.
Oh, yeah. Stajic, of course, standing 6'2".
Yeah.
Tong a little bit taller than that, a little bit longer.
And a solid point guard and probably one of the best in this league, to be quite honest with you. He does it all. Last time these two teams played, he pulled down 14 rebounds, so it shows you the versatility he has in this game.
This is also his first year at CTA, having previously spent time, I believe, at TRC Academy. And a shout out to the TRC Academy coaching staff who's actually here in the stands checking this one out. OSBA champ Tyrell Vernon, two-time champ now, back-to-back. Also Jeremy Kayeye, the new TRC head coach, previously Rise Preps head coach. Of course, those two programs in the same building, much in the same way as Orangeville Prep and AI Prep were. Jim Wilson, owner of the Rise Center, also in attendance right now checking out the game. So a big shout out to that program, as they are currently ranked #1 in the country thanks to their OSBA title, according to our NPH top 25 rankings.
Yeah, good to see it. Guys that aren't a part of this league still supporting it and coming out to watch live. And we're all about community and family here with basketball, uniting people together. That's what this league is all about.
That's the effort. I mean, when everyone works together in one direction, more gets done.
Absolutely.
It's just a fact. Here's Stajic now. Kicks it over in the corner. And Kalambe runs out of time on the shot clock. Referee calls for the ball.
It'll be interesting here to see if Edge decide to go for a 2-for-1 opportunity, because they have it at their disposal. And with the press, it's going to force them to go a little faster. So
here's Spoon Hunter. Cross court.
Oh.
Nearly loses it. That was Ibrahim. Back to Adetogan. Tong.
Nice.
Ibrahim, nice move there to the basket, just can't finish. But underneath the basket with the foul and one. Duncan.
Right place, right time for Duncan. Again on the offensive glass. And they're working. They're doing the hard yards inside. And it's paying off for them so far. A chance to tie the game here at the line. Do we think that we would have been talking about a potential tie game heading into halftime? Here we are. Edge came to play. You have to give him credit.
Absolutely. He's got some substitutions here in the final 17 seconds. Xavier Spencer on the floor, Brecky Davis, and Aaron Lloyd all checking in for Edge. At the line is Duncan. Makes good on the free throw, tying it at 41. Edge talked about this. They said they'd done their homework. They said they were going to be ready for this one, and they definitely have proven that in this first half. 6 seconds on the game clock. Stajic up, floater, no good. And Spencer has it. He's got time, throws it up, and they're not going to call the foul.
Probably should have been a foul, but credit to Edge. They came to play. They're not afraid of the moment. #1 team in the league. CTA has their work cut out for him in the second half, because it doesn't look like Edge is going to give this one up easy.
Well said, and with that, we are going to take a break here at halftime. Do not go anywhere. We're tied up at 41 between Edge School and Canada Topflight Academy.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system designed for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Our pathway begins with 17 exposure camps across Canada for boys and girls ages 10 to 18. Starting with our foundation that is the Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH National Rankings, where player profiles are created, acting as online resumes. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs.
By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skills trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite-level prospects within their region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to colleges and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and basketball. The Blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. The NPH Showcase Circuit takes place between April to December in a player-focused environment, while the Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100+ top-tier club programs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top basketball prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcasting, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the Blueprint.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of print or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick out what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments, measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer shoulder, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything all in one for you.
We give a 100% made-to-measure product. So it's very sort of individual and very personalized. It's for them. It's their suit.
Seeing them in their final suit just kind of makes it worth it at the end of it, because you spent time with them, and you know, whether they wear suits every day or this is their first suit, it's exciting. Like, you help them build that and it's theirs.
It's really that ability to create a one-of-a-kind garment that allows us to be in front of many different demographics. I think one of the most interesting things that's happened these past few years is how many customers that are having that truly special event of getting married are choosing Indochino to not only suit up themselves, but suit up their groom's party.
We continually improve not only the profile for the guy, but we improve the quality of our next suit and the suits after with the data that we capture. Indochino sets itself apart, especially against ready-to-wear, because we can deliver you a custom-made suit within 3 weeks. We you know, on average take 3.5 meters to make a suit, and we lay that out and we laser cut it with a vacuum. It's amazing to see, you know, over 200 pieces come together to make a custom-made suit. Whether it be hundreds of linings, thousands of customizations, it's like personalizing a car. And I think we've opened a lot of guys' eyes to that experience, and that is why we have a lot of repeat customers.
The future of retail is really exciting. We're showrooming and building a retail market that's totally cohesive with our online presence and our online e-commerce business. We're making it really easy for customers to shop wherever and whenever they want, whether they're in one of the retail showrooms, being able to look, see, and touch the fabric, or shop online from the comfort of their couch on their tablet or their phone. It's completely up to them where they can experience Indochino.
We truly are inspiring a generation of men to dress differently. We're truly creating a one-of-a-kind garment that is yours, and it really landmarks who you are as a person and what your personal style is.
Golden Dough, it's a family restaurant. We're in Mississauga, been here for 25 years. It's a Middle East cuisine. We make it out of love. We make it fresh. It's very healthy for an athlete to come in to have a nice meal. Sitting around back home, like when you order a big plate or like a small plate, they like to share. A lot of family come together, they sit together. So this is what kind of makes it a family restaurant. Back in the day, my grandpa used to be a baker and he used to run a restaurant. So it's pretty much in my blood. Anybody that comes in will feel like into a family business. Come to Golden Dough in Mississauga, be part of the family.
My name is Grover.
Sean. My name is Ian.
I'm Taylor. My name is Owen, and I am 9.5 years old.
So Owen was born with a rare genetic disorder called Escobar syndrome.
He's had 33 surgeries to date.
I love video games, my friends, my family, and again video games.
It's his way of interacting with his friends when he can't physically otherwise do it.
What I like about the adaptive controller is now everyone can play. You can just say, all right, that's that button, that's that button, that's that button. Perfect.
One of the biggest fears early on is, how will Owen be viewed by the other kids? He's not different when he plays.
No matter how your body is or how fast you are, you can play. It's a really good thing to have in this world.
After transforming to meet the challenges of a digital world, never stop. After engineering 3D imaging technologies that help doctors quickly diagnose disease, never stop. And after advancing drug delivery technology expertise to help in the fight against cancer, never stop. And we'll never stop improving the future by building on our core innovations and over 80 years of experience. Never stop. Fujifilm, value from innovation.
And we'd like to welcome everyone back here. NPA semifinal action here at Sheridan College in Brampton, Ontario. We have Edge and CTA. Edge out of Calgary, Alberta. CTA out of Ottawa, Ontario. All tied up at 41, but not for long. My name is Ryan Greco, taking care of your play-by-play, joined by Carlin Gay on color. And Carlin, what a fantastic first half of basketball we were treated to.
Incredible first half of basketball. This is what the National Preparatory Association is all about. High level, compete level. This is the semifinal between, you know, CTA and Edge School, and the opportunity to play Crestwood in the final tomorrow night is there. Both teams know it, both teams realize it, and they're going for it.
As we get to the action here, Some quick stats to throw your way at halftime. Teslock Luke with 11 points and 4 rebounds for CTA. Enoch Kalambe with 12 points, good enough for the team lead, along with 2 rebounds and 1 assist. We also have Adaful Lauren Adatogan, otherwise known as Fofo, for Edge with 12 points, including 3 huge back-to-back three-pointers that got Edge right back in this game.
Yeah. Speaking of threes, there's a big one that's knocked down, and that puts an end to the Edge School run.
Alan Spoonhunter missing the 3 attempt there as Dragan Stajic comes down with it and able to create himself some space and secure the possession. Here comes Stajic. He might do it himself, but there's going to be a foul on Spoonhunter as he managed to blow by him, and Spoonhunter making a play for the ball, unfortunately got nothing but hand.
Credit to Edge. I mean, they lead at the moment. They don't look like they're going away anytime soon. CTA want to be defending national champions. Three-peat is on the line for them, a lot on the line. They can create a legacy and be the first 3-time champions. They're not going to go away easy. So I really think that we're going to be going down to a wire-to-wire finish here.
And the 3-point shot was not recorded on the scoreboard there. Oh, actually, excuse us. Sorry, the call, it was a 2. Chidari had a foot on the line. So 46-45 is the score in favor of CTA now. Carlin had a chance to talk to Spoonhunter and a few other guys, leading up to this game. And right on cue, Alan Spoonhunter with the 3. Though him and the rest of the starters must have watched that CTA game against them at Edge about 5 separate times. Just rewatching it, they were so upset at the fact that they let that one get away. And I guarantee you at this point, what these guys are thinking, they're not thinking trip to the final, they're not thinking NPA glory, they're just thinking, we can beat these guys.
Right.
And let's beat them. Let's go out there and prove that we can beat them.
And it was one of the closest games of the season for CTA. 86-81 was the final in that one. That was back in February. Both teams are better, though. You know, that's a whole month ago. A lot has been done within that time frame, and that's why we're seeing such a high-level game at the moment.
Yep, and Edge, they've shown in that first half how focused they are. They went down a little bit, but Adatogan by himself simply said, "We're not going to do that. We're not going to go out like that," and knock down, as we said, those 3 back-to-back three-pointers as the ball goes flying into the DJ booth, and our man over there, Cordell, otherwise known as DJ Big C, saving the laptop, going immediately for the laptop.
He saved it with one giant paw and grasp, and that's high level. The Blue Jays might need someone like that in the outfield this season.
Yeah, Big C, of course. The Big C is not a play on words. He is actually a very large man.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
And here's Adatogan playing some big man basketball right now, up and in, and gets the kind roll out of LaForin. Adatogan getting it done.
I mean, how do you not like that? I mean, solid play, and again, he's not settling for jump shots.
Well, big shot there, though, by Ali White on the other end for CTA. They're just steady, steady, steady. Nothing seems to faze them.
It's back and forth basketball. This is what we want to see for a national championship.
Ali White, what a steal that is. Sorry to interrupt there, Carlin. Ali finishing at the other end.
Pickpocket, ripping it right out of the hands of the defender. Or sorry, the offensive player.
Ooh, another block. Ali White all over the place right now for CTA. Here comes nice pass on the inside to Chidari, and CTA is feeling it right now.
Ryan, there's some change on the floor right now. You might have to go pick it up. That was an absolute dime with the offhand.
Here's the kick inside, though. Edge, nice job to move around there, just can't get the finish, but stays with it, goes up and gets the kind roll.
I'm going to go out and say this.
Number 13, Amudu Ibrahim, what a great game he's had.
I'm going to go out and say this. Ibrahim has the best footwork in the entire NPA. Great job of staying and moving with his pivot, finishing inside. He could do it with both hands, and we've seen it throughout this game.
I'd have to tend to agree with you because a lot of guys, you know, they can get there. Huge rejection there by Alan Spoonhunter. Stajic can't get it. And who's there? Ibrahim. Rebound, footwork, boxing out. Tong on the other end.
Ooh.
Tong, what a move. Oh, what a roll. And Edge coming right back, Carlin. What a game.
They're answering every time they get punched in the mouth. They come back with a jab of their own.
Chidari for 3. No good. Big rebound there by Duncan. Gets it over to Spoon Hunter. Adetogan. He's guarded by White. Duncan nearly loses it. Gets it back. Spoon Hunter for 3. Defender closing out on him, can't get it. And there's going to be an off-ball foul on Duncan as he was knocked Stajic to the ground.
I don't love that call, to be honest with you. There's one ref standing there, and the body dropped right at his feet. Whistle stayed silent. Someone from the other end of the floor made the call, and it wasn't affecting the play at all. Like, the play was already going the other way.
Substitution, Xavier Spencer, number 42, back into the game for Edge. Also back into the game, number 24, Noah Leto for Edge. As Adetogan's going to take a quick break and see if Xavier Spencer can now pick up the scoring slack.
It's been a spark plug for them off the bench all season long.
Chidari. Nice runner there. Just taking whatever space the defense gives him. This is Davis. Works off a screen, kicks it over to Spoon Hunter, who's guarded by Stajic. Spencer screening. Spoon Hunter now. As he's falling, loses it. Ali White once again coming down with another forced turnover.
It's either going to be a turnover or a travel.
Stajic kicks it back out. Wide open shot. Kalambe for 3. Enoch Kalambe.
Got to stop leaving him open there because he's going to knock that down all night long.
Probably one of the most favorite shots any three-point shooter can get is right there in the middle. And there's looking like a blocking call on Kalambe. And they're going to have 2 shots for, I believe it's Davis, going to go to the line. And Adetogan, he had his 30-second rest, gets right back into the game with this team down 6. 4:02 remaining here in the third. This quarter's just flown by, just a back-and-forth battle constantly.
Great flow to this game. Both teams into it. Both teams defending well, making tough shots. We've had highlights. We've had great blocks. We've had incredible steals. Big-time three-point bombs, scoring in spurts. This is what semifinal basketball is all about.
Also substitution into the game for CTA, number 7, Cedric Mbiaba. Gotta love those double consonant last names. Oh, there's Spencer right there, getting it in. Xavier Spencer.
57.
The young boy again, class of 2023 for Mr. Spencer, and not afraid of the moment.
60-57 right now is the score. Here's Chidari, wide open 3. You can't leave him open like that. Edge got away with one there.
They absolutely dodged the bullet because Chidari normally will knock that down even with a man in his face.
Even with that, Carlin, he was not balanced as if he was expecting someone to come and get him.
Yeah, he almost was too open.
There's Adetogan for 3, no good. He had a hand right in his face as well. And Mbiaba saves it. Great job there. Here's Davis, up, in, count it. What a shot there by Brecky Davis. Here comes CTA though. Stajic kicks it off. Monreith, who's back into the game. Chidari, up, floater, count it.
Good job of floating it over the outstretched arms of the trees inside. And just as we say that, Ibrahim sits right in front of us. He'll check in at the next whistle.
Here's the pass over to Leto. Now we got Adetogan. Adetogan with Reith on him. Adetogan flies it out. Nope, Stajic comes up with it, and Stajic is off and running. Up and nope, but they're going to call the foul. And some good sportsmanship there by shown by Davis, helping up Stajic after a hard fall.
Stajic had a double-double in the first time these two played back in February. 14 rebounds, 15 points. Led the way for CTA in that game and has been quiet so far in this one. Maybe some free throws will get him going.
Amudu Ibrahim back into the game now for Edge School. And, you know, we talked about those hops that Stajic has. It's really no wonder, no shock that he could put up 14 rebounds.
could do it all. Swiss Army knife. I mean, he's one of the best playmakers in the league, and really calm, collected, cool.
The press is on now for CTA, and Stajic gets caught there at the last moment. Great job by Adetogan to put the ball just where he needed to be for Davis to be able to get it while also taking the contact.
Stajic saw that play coming, but he was just a step slow getting there, and paid the price by drawing a foul. He does look a little tired and has his work cut out for him guarding this Edge team that's been up and down the floor so far.
This is Adetogan. Kills his dribble. Gets it to Ibrahim. Trying to work off a screen here. Spoon Hunter, now he wants the screen from Ibrahim. He's going to let it fly. That's a tough shot. And Chidari comes down with it. Gets it over. Stajic, wide open. No good. Reith, his own rebound, goes up and in, can't finish.
You see the youth and trying to get into the weight room for Moon. Reith did not want any part of the contact that was coming his way, and it resulted into a miss.
Here's Adetogan. 1:51 remaining in the third. 64-59. CTA leads. Adetogan throws it up. Tong there, but can't keep a handle on it. Ali White coming down with it. White, nice behind the back move, stays with it. Mbiaba to Reith for three, knocks it down. That's a huge shot for CTA.
Isn't it? I mean, it comes from one of their better young prospects, Moon Reith.
A steal by Stajic again. Chidari, wide open three. No good. Rebound, Mbiaba can't get it. And Edge dodged a bullet.
Absolutely, two important misses there. Now they have to take advantage of it on this end.
That could have been a huge turn of events. Adetogan for three now. Big response by Fofo.
Fofo has been knocking down trifectas all over the place. And every time it seems like Edge needs a basket, number 5 in black steps up.
Stajic, mid-range jumper, hand in his face, no good. Tong comes down with it. Here's Tong, is he gonna do it himself right in front of Reith? Oh, what a shot that was.
Stopped on a dime, rising up and knocks down the Jimmy. How about that?
That's confidence. That is confidence. I love seeing those plays because you can tell he had a plan. He knew what he wanted to do as soon as he got the ball. I'm a huge fan of that kind of basketball. Chidari, no good. Spoon Hunter, big rebound for him. CTA kind of rushed the shot a little on that one.
And how about Edge? It looked as though they had the opportunity, CTA had the opportunity to go up by 10, Edge right back into it, and could tie the game with a 3 heading into the third quarter. They've responded every single time. Toughness and poise.
Well, here's Tong fighting for it. Comes down, and he bounces it off of Reith's knee, and it goes flying into the stands. Edge ball with 4.7 seconds.
Everything showed you that should have been, CTA basketball. Either whether it had been a travel on the floor, if he had moved, a turnover, they would have tied the ball up. They have a possession arrow, but somehow, some way, Edge has found a way to secure possession.
No quit, but once again, a give up. You can't do that. 2 seconds remaining. No good. And that's going to do it for the third. A very, very entertaining third at that, which has CTA up 67-64, but Edge hot on their heels. We'll see who's going to earn the right to go to the NPA National Championship game right after this.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. And strengthen your recruiting status with a direct video for coaches and scouts. Available at all NPH covered and hosted events nationwide. email mdotto@northpolehoops.com for any inquiries and special filming requests. Exposure starts here.
And I'd like to welcome everyone back here. NPA, take a look at one of our power performers, Muan Reith. Had a chance to discuss him a little bit earlier. Carlin, some of your thoughts on the big man from Ottawa?
You could see right away the athleticism, the length. This guy's a 6'5" guy, you know, with long arms, and be able to finish inside. He can also stroke it. He's already knocked down 2 threes in this game. And what's impressed me is his defense. You know, you play for Tony House, you better defend on that side of the floor. Be able to crush it all you want. You'll be able to knock down threes all you want. But if you want to get that opportunity, you're going to have to lock in defensively. And you know, the final quarter here in this semifinal, potentially, it's been so close. I don't want to jinx it. It's been so close. Hopefully, we have this much of a great game down the stretch.
I completely agree. As we're getting ready for the action here on the inbound, and it's Testlock Luke who has it.
It's just a big-time reminder for, you know, people that are watching. Sometimes when you talk about Canadian basketball, it's just Toronto or the Toronto area. These two teams aren't from Toronto. You know,
Nope.
One from Calgary, one from Ottawa. There's basketball that exists at a high level outside of Toronto, and you know, these two teams are showing it today.
I think that's something that's really been brought to the attention of a lot of hoop fans thanks to the NPA. You know, it's
better not sleep on Ottawa. Ottawa, I mean, you're talking about the 2-time national champs. They got some guys, they got some dogs that, you know, can play at a high level, and even at the NCAA level. You talk about Marius Shayok, who's an absolute stud. Big 12 MVP in the tournament.
Adetogan getting it off to Tong, and Adetogan getting it back now to Spoonhunter. Spoonhunter, great closeout though by Luke. And here's Adetogan, goes up, tries to go long, but Muan Reith comes down with it, but he gets tripped up, gets it back. Adetogan, wide open 3, knocks it down.
Why not? Why not? I mean,
it's
been falling all game long. Name Fofo, we might have to name it Trey for today.
Game tied at 67, 9:12 to go.
I mean, if you're at a token, you should keep shooting.
Yep. But you know what? It's not just the fact that he's shooting well, it's the shot selection that's allowing him to get these knockdowns. He could have jacked it up earlier over there, but he decided to defer off and get himself a better look.
Yeah.
Here's Tong. Adetogan, here he comes. Missed there, but a find underneath by Lloyd, and Lloyd still fighting with it, still going up and in, and gets it. Aaron Lloyd, what a finish under the basket for the little guy.
If Edge is able to pull off this upset, remember that play, because you can put that on a loop. That is the effort they've shown since the opening tip.
Luke, nice behind the back there, and Muan Reith underneath and finishes.
How did he finish on that other side of the basket? That's just long arms. This is
so
length.
long. That's an NBA frame.
Question about it.
Now there's Davis inside to Ibrahim. Tong finds it up and throws it down.
Send it in, my friend.
Manyang Tong. Shadari gets it over to White. White trying to break down his defender, gets it up in. White can't convert. Ibrahim with the rebound.
Great clear up by Ibrahim, clearing the backboards there.
Adetogan to Davis. Davis now going to set up his offense. He's got Shadari on him. Davis kicks it out to Tong. Tong, 4-3. No good. Rebound, almost Ibrahim, but gets knocked loose. And it's going to stay edge ball, however. Kalambe apparently was the last one to touch it. Referee had the best seat in the house on that one. And we have another substitution back into the game. Dragan Stajic in for Testlock Luke. Also into the game, Don Duncan in for Amudu Ibrahim. Reith on the inbound to Stajic. 7:43 remaining in this game. Reith.
Oh.
They're going to call a foul.
What we're seeing here is high-level basketball, and we're really spoiled with the amount of skill that's on the floor at the wing position with some of these guys. I mean, you just saw Reith there dance his way to the cup and get hit.
Makes good on the free throw. Reith, a 55% free throw shooter, but didn't show it there as he goes 2 for 2 to tie this game back up at 71. Duncan throws it all the way back to Spoonhunter. I think he was expecting Spoonhunter to fade back into the corner for a 3. Well, instead, Spoonhunter was coming towards the ball, and the signals got crossed up there, but that could be a costly turnover for Edge. Stajic kicks it over to Chidari. Chidari up, no good. Big rebound for Tong, but knocked loose by White, and it's still gonna remain Edge ball. It's going to be Aaron Lloyd on the rebound, or excuse me, on the inbound. Lloyd gets it back now, and the press is on.
Ball handling is going to be so crucial here.
Here's Tong. Tries to Euro step it, can't finish. Great job stepping into the Euro step there by CTA, and there's going to be a hack on Duncan.
Yeah, he kind of rid him out of bounds there, right in front of the referee.
Yeah. Spencer now coming back into the game here for Edge, as he's going to take out Duncan. I like that substitution. They've got to get guys, multiple guys that can finish under the basket, can hit open shots. Spencer's one of those guys. How's that for a matchup? Spencer versus Reith.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Here's Stajic. Chidari kicks it out. Here we go. Reith. Chidari. Jumper. Nice shot there by the young man.
They definitely had to work for that, book it on that possession. Good defense there by Edge.
CTA, though, so even-keeled. Spoonhunter. He's got White on him. Kicks it over to Adetogan. Adetogan with Stajic on him now. Adetogan, step back. Can't get it. Big rebound by Kalambe. Can CTA continue? And Reith somehow keeps it in and gets it back to Kalambe. Stajic. Crossover. Kicks it back out. Reith for 3. No good. Adetogan almost comes down with it out of bounds, and it's going to be Edge ball.
I mean, Edge is really dodging some bullets because CTA getting some great looks at the rim, you know, and from good shooters, and they're just not able to fall. And you know, Edge is just hanging around.
I think that's also just a testament to the energy that Edge is showing, though.
I was about to say that you have to give it some credit to their defense as well.
Absolutely. They have made them work for every single shot. Even the wide open ones, you can see the shooters. They're hesitating. They're hesitating because they're expecting somebody at some point to come and get them.
Absolutely. Earlier on, we talked about Chidari. He was so open, he didn't know what to do, and normally that's a shot that he makes from three-point range, but he absolutely missed it.
You could even see it in his body language, how he was leaning to the left when he took the shot. Had plenty of time to set his feet, but he didn't, because just that mental game now of Edge constantly being in their face, hammering away, trying to make sure that there are no clean looks on this CTA offense. Here's Davis. Risky pass to Adetogan, but it gets there. Spoonhunter for 3. Shot clock violation. 5:21 remaining here in the in the fourth quarter. As the clock in the gym still says it's the third, but it is not.
It's treated like hockey.
Well, it does say period up there too.
It does.
Here's Stajic, guarded by Spoonhunter. Stajic gets by. Wide open look for Ali White. No good. Spoonhunter. And if you're Edge, you want to get off and running, you have a couple of red shirts back there. Here's Adetogan. Gets it inside, and here's one of your favorite guys, Ibrahim. Passes it back out. Spoonhunter wide open. Big shot for Alan Spoonhunter.
And it started with the touch inside to Ibrahim. He stuck the defense in, and then a good ball movement, ringing around the horn to find the open jump shooter, and they knock down a 3.
Stajic. Luke. Stajic gets the defender off his feet. Stajic kicks it out. Open look for White. No good. Spencer comes up with it, gets it over to a streaking Ibrahim, and he's going to throw it down. 3-point lead. And a timeout, CTA, with 4:25 remaining in the fourth. Edge is up 3. 2 not go anywhere. We will be right back.
This camp is just the beginning for these girls, who will now be tracked throughout their high school years and given valuable information they need to make informed decisions about their future.
You get athletes to be able to recognize and see the programs that are available, and you get these programs to see the raw talent. Being able to track someone's progress as young as grade 9, you see potential. So you want to track her progress. You want to see how is she improving, how is she getting better. We're giving that exposure as young as grade 7. And now, you track how they are at the second showcase. It just increasingly had exponential development. And now we're showcasing their...
Out of Faloran, out of Togan. Carlin, you've been a big fan of this young man. Tell us a little bit more about him.
Well, how could you not be a big fan watching this game and watching this highlight reel? He can get up and throw it down, but today it's been all about his three-point shooting. 4 3-pointers in the game so far, and every single one of them came when Edge needed a basket. Felt like momentum was slipping away from them. You call on number 5, and he knocks down a triple, and that's really been the spark plug of this run that they've been on, and the reason why they're up 3 points and can set up the potential upset. I think regardless of results, he's been the MVP of this game so far.
He surely has, as Edge. They were ranked as high as 5th in our NPH national rankings throughout all the high schools in Canada. Currently sitting at 12, but they can jump up a whole lot if they pull off a win here. But also could get something even much more valuable than that, and that, of course, is a chance at the NPA national title. Here's Stodge.
Everybody wants, isn't it?
Yep. No good. Ibrahim comes down with it. Can you feel the momentum a little bit here, Carlin?
Yeah, all the momentum is in favor of Edge. It really is, and it's their game to lose, so to speak. But
it really
again,
is.
We're talking about the 2-time national champions, #1 ranked team in this tournament.
Spoon Hunter no good from deep. And Stojic, still plenty of basketball left here. Stojic up and can't get the kind roll. There seems to be a lid on the rim right now for CTA. Something we almost never see as Davis goes down hard. White with the rebound, gets it over to Kalambe. CTA off and running. Great defense by Spoon Hunter. Chudari now, pull-up jumper. And he's going to get hit on the shooting hand. And as a result, he's going to go to the line for 2. It was a great sell job, too.
I mean, Chudari's been the little kick of the flare of the legs, and looked like a soccer player out there for a second. But Chudari doing a good job of, scoring when CTA has needed it in this game, and credit to him. And we talk about a guy who has a lot of bounce, a lot of potential. Class of 2020 from Richmond Hill.
And, forgive me, I'm not trying to be mean when I say, it's a good sell job, because it's a semifinal game, 3 minutes remaining. You have to do whatever it takes to win this game.
Yeah.
And by any means necessary includes maybe embellishing some contact.
I'm not above that.
Here's Spoon Hunter to Adetogan. Out of Falarin, Adetogan. Guarded by Teslock Luke. Out of bounds. Still going to remain Edge ball, though. And we've got another Edge timeout. And with that, we're also going to take another quick timeout. Edge 76, CTA 75. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
My name is Grover. Sean. My name is Ian. I'm Taylor. My name is Owen, and I am 9.5 years old.
So Owen was born with a rare genetic disorder called Escobar syndrome.
He's had 33 surgeries to date.
I love video games, my friends, my family, and again video games.
It's his way of interacting with his friends when he can't physically otherwise do it.
What I like about the adaptive controller is now everyone can play. You can just say, all right, that's that button, that's that button, that's that button. Perfect.
One of the biggest fears early on is, how will Owen be viewed by the other kids? He's not different when he plays.
No matter how your body is or how fast you are, you can play. It's a really good thing to have in this world.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Georges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience.
I'd like to welcome everyone back here. NPH semi-final matchup. CTA trailing Edge School by 1. Edge trying to get the upset. And there's going to be a foul. It looks like there was a hold there, but I really believe it was just two guys scrapping it out for the ball.
3 minutes left into this game. Defense is going to be huge, both sides, but also who takes it upon themselves to be that prime-time player in the clutch.
Chidari, two-pointer, no good. Luke goes up for it, gets it back. Can't finish under the basket. Here comes Edge. And Abraham, nearly as he lost his balance, managed to get it out of his hands in time before being called for a travel. Here's Adetogan. Guarded by Luke. Tong. Abraham. And they're going to get called with the reach-in on Ali White. And that is the first team foul of CTA in this quarter. 2:27 remaining. That's just another testament to this team's ability of defense. And substitution into the game, Enoch Kalambe in for Muan Reith. Inside, Ibrahim, Spoon Hunter. Kicks it out. Ibrahim, or sorry, this is Davis. 4 seconds on the shot clock. They gotta let one go. Lets it up. And knocks it down! Fofo Adetogan, what a shot!
This guy's unconscious right now. I don't believe it, Ryan. It's unbelievable. What shooting display.
He was able to square up his chest, able to get the proper release, and it was nothing but net.
Yeah.
Squared up the chest, followed through off balance. Kobe Bryant-esque.
And then the defensive possession, a great job by Edge. And up 4, under 2 to go in this game. They have the game in their hands. Remember what they said. They watched that film from back in February, earlier this season. They thought that they had given one away. Here's their chance to make up for it on the grandest stage of them all in the semifinal.
As I said before, I don't think this team even cares about the NPA Nationals right now. They just want to beat them. They just want to beat them.
That is a big-time move inside Ibrahim. I'm telling you, the best footwork in the league, right guy right there.
Kalambe, up, in, and CTA's feeling the pressure.
Yeah,
they're feeling the pressure. Desperation foul there to try and kill the clock.
Wow.
Each team has 2 timeouts left, however.
But there's plenty of time. Let's be clear here. There's plenty of time. It's a 2-possession game. And there's going to be a lot of fouling going down in the next minute and 16 seconds for Edge School. Take care of the basketball and make your free throws.
Adetogan, he's going to get hacked. And I think that's more or less what we're going to be seeing the rest of this game.
It's right there for Edge School. Right there for these guys. Take care of the basketball and make your frees.
Make the freebies. It's that simple. They make the free throws, they advance. Spoon Hunter wants to eat some clock. And he's going to get hacked. Again.
He got into the dangerous area on the floor and he didn't have much help. And got bailed out with a foul call there because he was going to get trapped in the corner in his own end. And there was no one for him to throw the ball to.
Spoon Hunter, again, one more time. 1:08 now. This is now the 4th team foul, or excuse me, 5th.
Yeah, that was the 5th. It's 1-1 now. And making your free throws so important at any point in the game. But now, does the pressure get to him? They're on the cusp of beating the #1 team in this league. undefeated all year long has been CTA, 2-time national champions, and you also, by the way, have a chance to go to the final.
It is, and another timeout by CTA, and we're going to take another quick timeout. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
Who will be crowned national champion?
To a list of schools, and now they see what we have and who is in our database and who is available, and that's invaluable to show these girls that.
I'd like to welcome everyone back here. NPA National Semifinal. CTA Edge 1 minute away from shocking the country and punching their ticket to the NPA Finals and knocking off the two-time defending NPA National Champion CTA Academy. Carlin, we spoke a little bit during the break. It just really seemed in that third quarter and early in the fourth that there were multiple opportunities for CTA to pull ahead for good in this one, and they just were not able to convert some easy buckets and some open looks.
But I tell you what, what's going to help them here is if free throws are going to be missed, give them a chance to get back into this game. Is if anyone can score with the best of them, it's this team right here.
And Edge making a point. Hands wide, no fouls, as Adetogan was yelling that to his teammates before the break. Stajic for two, knocks down the shot. 82-78.
Edge did a great job of protecting the three-point line there. There's a foul there. Edge did a great job of protecting the three-point line. They sold out. They weren't going to allow them to shoot a three and make it. CTA is going to have to chip away at this lead. It's not going to come from the long ball.
No, that's an excellent strategy to make sure that that CTA can't get any breathing room on the three-point line. If they'll give up twos, they're willing to give up the two-pointer, the mid-range jumper right now. The technically least valuable shot in basketball, according to analytics.
Yeah, but it's also a great coaching job out of Adam Huffman and his squad and his coaching staff by that last time out, letting them know, hey, they're going to come out and try to shoot threes. Make sure you guard the line.
Big free throw there by number 11 for Edge, Brecky Davis. Here's Luke to Stajic. Chidari gonna let it fly. Big shot. The champs are not gonna go quietly. Here's Tong getting fouled.
And that was in the dangerous area of the unsportsmanlike foul because he was on the fast break. And
Stajic doing a great job, though, of keeping pace with Tong and making sure he went for the ball. Tong is not an easy guy to keep up with. The size of the strides he makes, it's something to be seen.
Big free throws here for Tong to get it back to a two-possession game.
No good on the first. Tong, not exactly a fantastic free throw shooter. He only shoots 44% in 12 NPA games this year.
Needs this one. There's still plenty of time. 32 seconds left in this game.
Makes good on the second, though.
And it's got to be quick. Whatever CTA gets here, it's got to be quick.
Stajic, Luke kicks it out. White for three. No good, air ball. Tong gets it. Adetogan, and there's going to be a foul. Late call there.
That's the man you want going to the free throw line anyway. You know, he's been red hot from three-point range. This is an opportunity to ice this game with 15.4 remaining in the game. And again, what can we say about Fofo that we haven't said all game long? He stepped up when they needed him. He's hit big shots. That prayer that he shot up at the end of the shot clock will be replayed on highlight reels going forward. He's the MVP of this game without question.
He really is.
And we could talk about his threes all game long. He did not relax on the defensive end either. I mean, he brought it defensively as well.
Misses the free throw. Stajic with Spoonhunter on him, going to jack it up. And a block. That is a block by Spoonhunter. Out of bounds. Edge ball.
Nice
what an
hustle.
effort by Menyang Tong.
Tong did a good job there.
And a timeout Edge. One more timeout. 7.7 seconds. And we will be right back with the conclusion of this semifinal matchup.
Video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Is it something that I've done again? Say what?
I'd like to welcome everyone back here. 7.7 seconds remaining in this one. CTA, two-time defending champs, 7 seconds away from going home in the semifinal to Edge School out of Calgary, Alberta.
I mean,
here's the inbound.
They may be from Calgary, but they're representing the entire West Coast.
And that's going to do it. They're going to let them dribble it out. And Edge School moving on to the NPA National Championship game against Crestwood Prep. CTA, in a shocker, is heading home. Carlin, your closing thoughts on this one?
This is what the NPA is all about. You really never know what's going to happen. When you walked in at the day one of this tournament, everyone was talking about CTA and the potential of three-peating. Guess what? They don't even get back to the championship game. That's the level of parity that happens across this league. And also, shout out to West Coast basketball. I mean, for a very long time, it's been all about the Montreals, the Torontos especially, the GTA area, and obviously the Ottawas of the world. West Coast basketball being put on the map by Edge School, saying we can play as well. And they have an opportunity to beat Crestwood, who is, you know, one of the best teams, obviously, in this league, who's so long, so athletic. So they're going to have the work cut out for them. But if they play like they did today, it is going to be an opportunity for them to raise a trophy and carry that gold ball back to the West Coast.
And on behalf of the entire production staff and my partner Carlin, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into this game. Make sure that you do not go anywhere and get yourself ready for tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, NPA National Championship game, Edge School taking on Crestwood Prep. Everybody, have yourselves a fantastic night, and thank you once again for joining us.